Today we are looking at Module 9.2, use mental math strategies for addition and subtraction. I can use mental math strategies to add and subtract with 2- and 3-digit numbers. I'm going to look at the Spark Your Learning. You're going to look at this with the people in your table group. So if you're at home, I guess you'll be on your own or with your parent or a sibling. Go ahead and look at this. And it says, show how you can use mental math to find the total number of miles. So they kind of want you to write down what you did in your head to solve the problem. Okay, so go ahead and work on that. Show how you could do this with mental math. So I told you needed to write down what you would do in your head. Was anybody able to do that? Okay. Hudson, explain to me what you guys put down. Okay, but could you sit there and actually do all that crossing out and all or regrouping in your head? Okay, did anybody find a method they can do in their head? Catherine. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, if you can do that in your head, that's great. Here is how I would maybe do it, or how the 203 plus, what was it, 437? 437 equals, okay, then I might look at 37 plus 3 in my brain. And what does that make? 40. So now I've added my 10s and 1s and my 1s. And then I know, then I would think, well, so I have 40. Then I have 200 plus what? 400 equals 600. Whoops, 600. Whoa. 600. And then I could add 600 plus 40 equals 640. So that's what they want you to start thinking. Okay? Well, we're going to give you some tools today to try and help you do math in your brain. Okay? If you can't, you can't. Sometimes it's just easier. All right, go to the build your understanding. It says, scientists take photos in different parts of Yellowstone National Park to study bison migration patterns. Who knows what bison is? Reckon. It's like a buffalo. It's a big animal, kind of like a cattle, but it's buffalo or bison. And what's a migration? What's it mean to migrate? Catherine, what's it mean to migrate? Right. So what they're saying is that buffalo travel to different parts of the Yellowstone, in Yellowstone National Park during the winter and summer. So there they go. They go from Pelican Valley to Gibbon Valley, it looks like. It says draw jumps and label the number line to show your thinking. Well, let's look at these number lines first. Or these numbers. We have 357, 138, and 233. But they're only asking us about what? They're only asking us about Pelican Valley and Gibbon Valley. Everybody underline that. Then go over into the table and circle Those two numbers, those are the numbers. And it says how many photographs did they take. Okay, so we're going to count on from what?
230, 32, 357.
Okay, we can do that. Could we count on from 357?
Yeah.
Which would be least counting on? If we started with the bigger number and then added the smaller one. So take your little pencil and make a mark on your number line and put 357 by that. Okay. Now if we're going to add 200, would it be easy just to add 200 to that on our number line? Okay, let's look at how they have us do that. So they have us say plus 100. We're going to make a jump here. So what are we at now? If we had 357 and we added 100, what are we at? 457. So right here we're going to be at 457. Okay, not 900 like that looks like, but 457. Remember our number was 233, right? So we've made one of our 100 jumps, so let's make another jump and make that a plus 100.
Under the first jump.
457. It keeps connecting. Okay, so if I have 457 and I add another 100, what am I at?
557.
Okay, now what am I going to add? I'm going to go to my tens. How much am I going to add? So it's easy to add tens by adding 10, right? So there's plus 10. So that makes it 567. Another 10. And that makes it 577, right? Did we add 3 tens? 1, 2. We need one more, right? Plus, I'm sorry, that's not very clear. Plus 10. For some reason, it doesn't want to make a plus sign. Okay, so that would be 587. We're only adding 10. Now what do we have left to add? These 3's, right? So 1, 2, 3 more jumps. What's 587 plus 1?
588.
588 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. You probably could do a plus 3. And then, so it would be 589 and then 590. That would be your answer. How many more photos do the sun? Oh. Were we supposed to find how many more? Or were we supposed to find all together? Yep, we were supposed to find all together. So all together they take 590 photos. Okay? Let's go to,
I'm not done.
this would be, okay, we're going to give ourselves more room on this next one. It says, how many more photos do the scientists take in Gibbon Valley than in Hayden Valley? Well, let's look at Gibbon Valley. Is 357. Let's just write that up in the corner so we don't forget. This is Hayden. This is Gibbon. And then Hayden is 138. They want to know how many more. So we're going to start with our biggest number, right? We're going to extend this number line so we have more room to write this time. Okay? So we're going to start with, well, we're going to start backwards. Lovely. We're going to extend it this way too, and we're going to start at 357 because that's what we're taking. That's how much we have. And then we're going to subtract out 138. Okay, so 357 is right here on our number line.
Wait.
That's supposed to be an H. My pencil wouldn't draw it. Okay, now, so what would you subtract first to get rid of? Should we subtract our ones? Okay, are we going to subtract 8 or are we going to subtract 7 to get this to kind of an even number? We're going to make one jump and we're going to say this is minus 7 and that would be 350. Okay, but we need to take away 8, right? So we're going to take away one more. I know, I think we should just take away 8 to start with. I actually think we should, if we're going to do it on a number line, I think we should start taking away by 100. How do you guys feel about that? I agree. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna take away 100. What does that make this? Minus 100. What does that make that? 357. 257. Now what do you think we should take away? How about, should we take another 100 away? Yeah, we should. So now we're at 157. Can we take another 100 away and still be greater than 138? No. So now what should we take away? What if we take away our 7 now? Minus 7, that leaves us at 150. We got to get down to 38. So what can we take away now? 10. Let's try 10. Minus 10. Sorry, that's a minus. For some reason, it won't write a minus. And that gets us to 140. Now how many do we need to take away?
10.
Are you
No,
sure?
2.
If we do 10, we're going to be at 130, and that's too much, right?
Yeah.
So now we're going to take away minus 2, and that will get us to our 138. Now, how are we going to figure out how much we took away? We could add up what we put above here, can't we? 100 plus 100 is 200. 7 plus 10 is
17.
plus 2 more is 19. Okay, then we're going to add that up to get our number. Yes, you should be doing this on your paper. Now, how can we check and see if that's right? How can we check and see if that's right? We could add. What would we add?
219.
219.
We have to write that.
And we would have to add our 138. What number are we hoping for when we add? So if we add 219 and 138, we're going to get to 357.